On everybody, Cowbell here. I know normally I'm doing games with you guys, but nothing really jumped out at me, and kind of a little bit spent from the past couple of weeks. Have been very, very busy. I have plenty coming up still, so I figured I'd just hang out with you guys and chat for a while. Maybe have some story time. I don't know. We'll see where the evening goes. Maybe I'll feel like playing a game later. I haven't decided yet, but we'll see if something takes me. Otherwise, I'll just hang out here and chat with you guys for a little while, because I definitely am looking forward to a little bit of a breather. So as far as updates go, the past week, or most of it at least, from the 30th, that was Friday, right? 30th was Friday. Yeah, so like a week and a half ago, up through the 5th, I was down in Texas with Jillian's family. We were spending time down there visiting and had a bunch of fun. Obviously, that's why I did not get a video out for you guys on Tuesday, which was also the 4th. So I figured you guys would kind of understand, and I made a post about it over on Twitter. I hope that that at least got it out there a little bit. But we've had that, work in general, and then my brother's wedding is coming up. So that's another one where it shouldn't actually interfere with the schedule that we have right now, even though I'd like to expand on that in the near future. But that should be the last big thing coming up, where at least then I can kind of gear up and get some content rolling for you guys a little bit more regularly and kind of get into a rhythm. So that's the plan at least. Spence, what's going on? We're just hanging out right now. Not really feeling a game at the moment, so I figured I would just do a little hangout, Q&A, story time. I don't know, whatever, wherever everybody takes us is, I suppose, where we'll head. Sarah, yo, hey, everybody okay? Yo, I see the ellipses. I'm a little concerned. What'd you miss? What, today? Because today we're pretty much just doing a hangout session. I'm not really feeling a game right now, and maybe I will later. Jackie, hey. Yeah, I'm not feeling a game right now. Maybe later, but I will pretty much just be hanging with you guys for now, at least. Oh, Doge. Yeah, mobile Twitch. Mobile Twitch can be weird also, because if you try to go to, I think is it full screen and then back, or if you pop out the window or you switch to a different tab or something like that, it disconnects you from chat and you have to reconnect, so you can miss stuff then. Yeah, no, I imagine it would be, Jackie. But you had a good time, right? I know I did not get to ask you all about that yet. All good, YOLO? Awesome. Sounds respectable. Nice. See the message I sent you. The one from this morning slash afternoon. Because I saw that, I just didn't have a chance to respond. We were short-staffed today as far as work goes. And Jillian's still away with family, so that's actually why we got started late on top of that. Because by the time I get home, then it's prepare food, clean up from food, shower, get set for this. So it can be a little bit much sometimes, but especially when I can't just show up and be like, hey, how's dinner coming? Can't turn off full screen, can't stop, won't stop. I think there's a button, maybe bottom right corner, that's left for you guys. I forget, I have to point opposite with the camera. Oh, that would be awesome, Jackie. Yeah, I'd love to see them there, or I'd love to see them here, rather. Hopefully they're okay with it just being a casual hangout session, because just haven't, I'm not in the vibe for a game right now. I'm not feeling it. That's the one. Awesome. Yeah, no, I did see it. Thank you. I saw it too, and it made me smile. I was like, I wish I had time for this right now. Yeah, I have been. The community has been growing. Uh, it's been pretty awesome. Thank you. Bottom right was the chat box button. There should be something to get at full screen. There's like a 2 arrow thing. I'm tempted to grab my phone right now and check, but if you still can't find it, let me know and I'll check that out. Been like a month since you've been here. I know it has been a while. Yeah, it's been fun though, and we're glad to have you back, of course. Hardest to find friends who watch YouTubers. They don't know your content. Yeah. Seriously, I remember the Roblox and more. Is it still the same name or was it a different first name previously? Because that I'm a little fuzzy on, but I definitely remember Roblox and more. So that makes me think I do. But yeah, no, I can imagine. I feel like that falls under the scope of, oh, does he have 10,000 subs yet? Because if not, I don't care. Everybody wants to hang out for the big ones. Still the same. I definitely remember the Roblox and more. Could you put it into context for me a little bit though, just to make sure that I know? Because I don't want to be like, oh yeah, I totally remember if I'm not positive. But I definitely remember the Roblox and more part. That I'm sure about. Someone mentioned Roblox. Doge, did you just get triggered? Oh, and Doge, I have to edit, but I have a video for you. Specifically for you. You know the one. My talking angels help you on the plane trip to Texas. Oh, yes. Okay. Yes, I do know then. Absolutely. Texas. Yeah, Texas was fun. It was hot. It was a heat index of maybe 105 for pretty much every day. So it was a lot of get indoors as soon as possible. Spencer, what's up? How's it going? It's recorded. It needs to be edited. Oh man, Matic, how you doing? I saw you were streaming before and I was busy trying to get dinner ready and shower and clean up from dinner. Otherwise, I wanted to at least watch and comment on yours. I thought you were doing League, right? It's more than one. No, thank you. I really do appreciate that. Sorry I'm not playing games. I feel bad about that. Yeah, mobile YouTube. I can understand it. YouTube gaming, I haven't really played around with it too much. It is true. Most of the community is on YouTube at the moment. Doing good. Yeah. Nice. I'm really glad to hear that, though. I definitely need to... We still have to play Overwatch at some point once our schedules actually line up. If you guys aren't familiar, Matic and I actually played Risk of Rain a long... This is back pretty close to when I was starting. And we did some collabs over there. So if you want to check out some of my really old videos, you can see some with Empire Matic. Definitely check out his channel. He's over on Twitch. The Tree Branch. Jen, how are you? Let's see. Oh, and you know what? I just realized that chat is probably not popping up for you guys. There we go. Now at least you can see everything on both sides. That'll help out a little bit. Can you from someone who said something with Jay? Oh, yes. Yep. I know the one. The thing is watching us. Tierson the Rogue. How are you doing? Which thing? You mean, I don't know. He's kind of creeping a little bit. He's doing a little bit of like a Wilson. You guys familiar with Home Improvement? It's an old show now. Doing a little bit of a Wilson over there. Stream tomorrow, doing some comp Overwatch. Nice. Maybe if I wasn't... Actually, you know what? I definitely can't tomorrow because tomorrow I have work like I normally do. But then I'm actually going to an event around here. Extra Life is trying to get people together to try and promote Extra Life. If you guys aren't familiar with Extra Life, it's a charity where they raise money to try and support kids in hospitals and help save lives. So that they are actually having an event locally and they're hoping to do, stuff monthly. So that's where I'm going to be tomorrow night. Tiny Box Tim. I love him. Mega Man. You guys like the Mega Man? Mega Man, Proto Man? Just realized that this is in the way a little bit. Love those guys. I love the Mega Man series, actually. He's creeping a little bit. He's definitely doing the Wilson over there. Getting messages from... Oh, Discord. Gotcha. Haven't been able to catch up. Oh, no worries. No worries at all. Yeah, no, I know YouTube sometimes gets a little shaky with the notifications. I typically try to at least throw up a post up on Twitter when I'm going live. Wait for the doll to turn. I feel like it needs to have that sound also. With Extra Life, I actually first heard about them a few years ago, and I haven't really been involved with them too much at this point. That was actually the very first charity I ever tried to raise money for, but that was on another channel before I had actually tried any streaming, so obviously it did not go very well. But as far as locally now, that one I got an email from I'm on the Extra Life email listserv. So I got an email from them, and they let me know that there's an event around here. It's free if you want to sign up. They're looking for people to try and get around and promote it a little bit more. Let me grab it. I'm sure it's just extralife.com or something, but I want to actually make sure I get the right channel link for you guys. Yeah, extralife.org. I'm sorry. So extra-life.org. So I'll just go ahead and post that in chat real quick. This is one of their home pages. It's got their index and everything. Let's see. Install Terraria. Nice. Defeat the stupid pig. Oh yes, I know the one you're talking about. Yeah, he can be obnoxious, but when you get stronger, then it's pretty much just like murder, and you're dead, and I get your stuff. Woodman. Oh, poor Woodman. I remember that stage. I actually liked that stage. And the music. Whoa. I need to Alt-Tab. Where's OBS? I think I missed it. Oh, no. Thank you for the sub, though. I'm sorry that I missed that. Let's see what else. Tissue box. Do I even have a tissue box in here? Are you talking about this right here? This guy over here? Because this is something different, actually. Or is there one on the other side? No, that's a Bluetooth. That's a Bluetooth headset. So that is not. Hey Meg, how are you? I am way behind right now. Poor Woodman. Oh, the Kappa on YouTube. I love it. Hey, Logan, hey, how are you? How's everything going? Tierson. Is it one mod? Oh, right now, what, over in what, Twitch or YouTube? Because I actually have one in both of them right now. No, there's not Kappa on YouTube. Someone just wrote Kappa, though. And I was like, I love it. Oh, your day has turned to worse. What's going on, Sarah? What's going on there? Poor Harambe. Everybody needs to support Harambe. Usually there's something about Harambe going on. Kappa number 2. I see what you're doing there, Spence. I'm on to you. 23 subs, nice. Last I heard, I think you were at 20, right? I remember commenting on, you had sent a comment, and I remember replying to one. I think it was for 20. But that's awesome, congrats. Tierson, what is that face right now? I can't figure it out. Harambe, poor Harambe. Harambe in Overwatch. Everybody always beats on him. Yeah, just like that, Spence. You got the Kappa. Well, I mean, you can write Kappa at least. Of course, YouTube won't respect that. YouTube doesn't respect the Kappa. Or the PogChamp. All the Twitch inside emotes. Always some SpongeBob meme. I think I need to get my chat clients up a little bit better because I'm seeing everything, I think, but this thing is a little laggy, so I want to make sure I get everything. SpongeBob meme throwing that. Yeah, there is all the time. new logo. I'm gonna have to check it out a little bit later because at the moment it just I have like chat clients up. I don't have YouTube itself up, so I can't see it at the moment. The moon improved. No, no, not by the light of the moon. Is it? Are we playing Twilight Princess right now? I actually did record something, by the way, yesterday. No, the day before yesterday. And I was kind of frustrated because I went to go and try editing, which I haven't done very much of. I need to learn a lot about that still. But I tried to sit down, edit. I'm like, all right, let me see what's going on here. Let me see how this came out. And first thing I noticed, which I'm noticing on this also that I need to fix, is that the camera keeps trying to autofocus and adjust itself. And it usually does that whenever I move, you know, at all. So I need to try and turn that functionality off and just tell it to just chill and, oh, yep, there we go. White balance, yeah. So white balance I think is okay. Focus, just stay where you're at. I don't, exposure, nah. Auto exposure was better. Okay. So that should at least not really adjust too much anymore. But anyway, so that was the first thing I noticed with the video that we did. And it was a lot of like just kind of like colors changing. I'm like, oh God, no, it's all bad. So after that, it was the next thing I noticed was that, as a lot of you know, I'm down on the first floor right now of my parents' house. This is the apartment that Jillian and I live in. And upstairs, my mother likes to walk a lot because she's, you know, it's that whole Fitbit thing, getting steps in, all that stuff. So I'm sitting there listening, and it's a quiet part in the video. I just hear steps going. I'm like, oh no, everything is ruined. And then it goes part of the way through and just cuts off because it stopped recording. I'm like, come on, why is everything bad? So we'll see about that. But I did kind of trim down. I think I've got the start and end points for a first video with it at least. And once I edit the in-between, I want to see what you guys think of it. And I'm curious to see if you like it, if you want to see more of that sort of stuff. Let's see. Parents said nobody goes in, nobody out. 3 more kids. Yeah, that's not your fault, Sarah. That doesn't sound like you were in charge. Did they put you on guard duty? Oh, Meg, don't worry about being lost. It's just a hangout session today, so we're just kind of chatting. Met Jacksepticeye. That's awesome. I almost did. I was probably about 10 feet away from him. Maybe less, but he kind of got bum rushed, so it didn't work out for me. Oh no, you're fine. You're fine, YOLO. You're all good. Didn't meet any other YouTuber. Oh yeah. Well, I mean, I've met a couple now. I've met Ethan. I've met Brian Gerbeagley, for those of you who know him. Who else have I met? I've met Wade. I did talk to Wade for a little while. Let me just see. Tip come in. I don't see anything pending on loots right now. Have an idea. Hey, Jack. Should introduce yourself. Yeah. I think that's a good idea, actually. I'll add a channel for that when we're done. Thank you. I need to chat more myself in my Discord, because I feel like I kind of just let it go and it kind of drifts off eventually. Do I own a fidget spinner? No. No, I don't, Doge. Yeah, YOLO Temmie, yeah. Checking it out on both sides. Joining the conversation. I love it. Yeah, what's up with the news, Jackie? I'm curious. Whether it means anything or not, I still want to hear it. That I can assure you. Watch this bouncing. Okay then. That is interesting. that is quite interesting, but not exactly relevant to what's going on here. Spoon of food just got here. Okay, sounds good, Spence. 10. Thanks for the follow also. Plus 8 pounds. Awesome. Oh, I gotcha. I hear you. No worries. It's just you know, the right environment, if you know what I mean, as far as the conversation goes. I don't have fidget spinner. Yep, do not. Don't know how. I imagine just being out there and just kind of doing stuff. In general, you kind of, when you're at camps and such, kind of end up doing more just from being there and having activities. It's kind of like when I walk to work. That always ends up helping a lot more than when I take the train. So I imagine it's kind of similar. I look like Sam Pedersen. Thank you, I guess. I should know who that is. The Pensionator. I like the name though. Let's see. What else did I miss? Muffin Squad. What is the Muffin Squad? Tell me about the Muffin Squad. 15,000 steps a day. Yeah, that definitely helps. That definitely adds up. I mean, for me, I typically, if I'm walking to work and back, I'll typically end up around close to 9 or 10,000. So it's kind of helpful to have that kind of built into your day where you can just get some exercise in without really thinking about it or changing your routine. Do you know fidget? Hey, Stand a Man, how's it going? Welcome to a random hangout session. I hope you like chatting, because that's pretty much what we're doing. Normally I'm doing streams of video games and all that, but nothing really jumped out at me. I kind of thought it would be cool just to hang out and chat with you guys. So welcome. How are you doing? Want to go to the gym more? Yeah, the gym I always have a hard time with. I have a hard time with the gym in particular because for me, I am much better with exercising when it is for a specific goal. Like, let's say football, you know, playing, you know, catch with friends or whatever. Throwing the ball around, I'm going to be much more motivated to go and get it than I am going to be to sit on a bike and pedal for 20 minutes. Group of amazing people. Tell me more. Tell me more about this Muffin Squad. Lena, you got your new job. That's awesome. What, if you don't mind me asking, what did you end up getting? That's really cool though. New jobs are always exciting. Cow Squad. I wouldn't mind having. I figure it's a crew at this point, just because of the name for the alliteration. But I wouldn't mind changing that. Played Payday 2 yet? I haven't played Payday 2 yet. I definitely do have it though. I checked that. Thank you for the heads up on that, Doge, by the way, because that was one. I mean, you saw it was on my wish list. It was one that I had been watching a while back, kind of left there, and I would definitely, now that it was free, I'd definitely play it in the future. What else? 3 counts of volume. Oh my god. Flora, whoa, Flora on YouTube. Throw me off here. I'm so confused now. I need to exercise more. Oh, I'm feeling. Yeah, it's okay. It's all right. You know, sometimes it's helpful to just kind of have some sort of passive thing where you, all right, let me walk instead of driving or getting driven to the store or whatever. You know, if you're not taking any perishables, just stuff like that. It always kind of adds up. Feeling sorry to paint on my canvas. Don't have the paint or confidence. Confidence, I think, just go for it. As far as the paint, that I can't help you with. What I've learned from doing YouTube and Twitch is that by going out there and putting yourself out there and trying it and not worrying about the what if I fail, you actually can accomplish some pretty amazing things. And I would say the community is a pretty good testament to that. Inventory specialist at a hospital. Ooh, very interesting. Huh. Is that what you studied for, or is that what you want to do, like dream job type of thing, or it's something that you're just interested in, or where on the spectrum do we fall? I like turtles. Of course, the turtles. Jesse, hey. I must be really far behind by now because this was not scrolling. I'm looking at that now. While walking on, not stop walking until I can't. Yeah. Sometimes you just get in the mood. I hear you. Not on YouTube only. Ooh, all right, awesome. Definitely love having you on both sides of the fence, Flora. Muffins cause where everyone gets muffins. I love muffins. Especially, there was actually, there was a place when I was down in Texas where they would come out from the back, from the kitchen, and a guy was literally carrying a tray of muffins and would just start yelling the fact that he had muffins. He'd just be like, muffins, muffins. And people would be like, yeah, I'll take one. And he's like, and just throws it to you. It's like, what is going on right now? Is this real? Is this actually happening? You're throwing muffins? It's like, wow, this is someplace. That's awesome. And they were just free. I'll just throw you muffins because you're paying for something else. Well, make it perfect. Yeah, so perfectionism is one of the things that I actually deal with in general as well. And from my experience, it helps a lot more to put yourself out there and try, and even if it's not perfect, you will get better, which will help you get closer to your goal in the end anyway. So I would say if you have the supplies, which eventually I'm sure you will, just go for it. Try and learn whatever you can from other people, experts, whatever. Depends on what it is that you're doing. Art is a little harder than maybe, let's say, I don't know, building something where you can watch someone do it or something like that. Art, I feel like it's more subjective. So see what you can pick up before you go into it if you want. But I would say don't be afraid to try. Best way to travel places by parachuting. That's actually something that I think would be very interesting. I feel like that's like a Just Cause kind of approach. Like, I'll just parachute and we're good. Everything's good now. We'll just take the shortcut right over there. Loots here too. Oh no, floors everywhere. Thank you for the loots, by the way. Oh man, it is great to see you. Don't know my art style yet. I mean, I kind of have an art style, but I'm not satisfied with it. Well, I mean, that's something that you'll kind of generate over time too, because as you do more drawing and you do more work on your skill set, then you're going to find what sort of style works for you. That's the same thing. Again, I know it's not exactly the same thing, but that's the same thing that happened to me with YouTube and Twitch again, because when I came in, I mean, you can ask Matic, it'll probably chuckle, but I would just sit there and I'd be like, I'm just kind of babbling, I don't know what I'm doing. And as time went on, I started to get a little bit more comfortable in front of the camera. You start to get a little bit more experience and you find your own way. So I think art's very similar with that. I think most things are very similar with that. My channel's full of memes. Love the memes. Entry-level jobs, first full-time. Oh, sweet. Okay. Hey, no, that is awesome. Congratulations on getting that then. Hey, getting your foot in the door is very important. So congrats, seriously. On the topic, I just saw this. Is there a picture later? Did I miss it, Flora? So realism. Want to draw kind of realistic but somewhat cartoonish? Yeah, I mean, I can understand where you're at, but I mean, I don't draw, I'm not an artist in that sense. So my advice would pretty much just be the stuff I've already been saying. Maybe if Eve is around, it doesn't look like she's here right now, but if she's here in the future, or if you want to reach out to her, I know that she just started actually looking into doing commissions for things, so that might be someone that you want to touch base with also, and just see, check out her stuff, see if maybe she can provide any tips or anything. What have I been up to? I have been up to a lot. I'll summarize that once I catch up all the way on chat. I just want to make sure that I get back up to speed before I start talking about stories for a while. Stromboli. I haven't had Stromboli in a long time, but it is very good. It's muffin time. We love muffins. Can't muffins favorite breakfast? Only had once. So yeah, Angel. I see what you did there. Smaller paintings have satisfied with. Okay, cool. Tapestry. Ooh, I'd love to see it sometime, Jackie. If you're willing to share. Naruto Online. Oh, everybody go and check out Naruto Online because Lutz thinks it's a great idea. Everyone muffins for everyone. I love muffins. I just keep saying that because I keep reading it, but seriously, muffins are delicious. Didn't even realize I changed my green screen. How you like it? It's, you know, the funny thing is that you probably can't make it out because of the lighting. It probably looks white, but it is actually a very pale green. So check one or +1 for the puns. Special video when I get 300 subs. I should actually do something probably for 200 also, and I never did do that. But I would definitely consider doing something for 300. I feel like 500 is a very, very big one that is still... the fact that I'm close to 300 is mind-boggling, but I feel like 500 is going to be a bigger one where I'm going to try... I have to do something a little bit larger. But I'll do something for 300. Yeah, I just don't know when it'll come out because I have to fill you guys in on what's going on. There is a lot of stuff going on that has happened, that is going to happen as far as life goes in general for me. So finding the time might be a little hard, but I will do something. Bob Ross style. Oh, yeah. All right. Hey, yeah, Flora draws as well. That's right. So listen to the Flora. 299. Wow. You guys are awesome. Sky Rage, hey, sorry that I'm so far behind on chat. How are you doing? Hashtag soon. Both for Jack. Oh, no, that's cool. Jack, I mean, I didn't get to talk to him personally, but from watching his panel live and from just seeing him interact with other people, he seems like a really, really cool guy. Walls Bear. One more. It's still mind-boggling to me. Never did talk about me at camp. Don't worry about it, Jackie. If you did, I was like, oh my god, that's ridiculous. Thank you so much. But you did not have to do that, I promise. So now to catch up on what's going on, what I've been up to, because I know Jesse was asking before. So from the 30th through the 5th of July, so about a week and a half ago to 1 week, roughly, I was in Texas. I was visiting Jillian's family. We were down there, and she went a little bit before that. She went about a week before I did. She's still going to be there until Saturday. So we've had she's had a lot of time down there, and that has left the house kind of empty and has kind of kept me busy because now the things that she would normally do, like taking care of the house or cooking dinner before I actually even got in the door, now it kind of falls to me. So it has kind of pushed things back and made me very busy. That being said, I'm sure that she's having a good time. I know that she will probably be happy to be home. I hope she'll be happy to be home. But that's what we've been up to as far as that goes. I also have my brother's wedding coming up. That is going to be in, what is it now? I'm leaving for that in 10 days. So it's been a busy stretch. I'm looking forward to kind of getting to reassert myself with the channel and catch up on all that stuff and start producing more content because I haven't really had the time to do it going into the past month or so, I'd say. So I'm definitely looking forward to that. But that's what I've been up to. Do you like muffins? I totally like muffins. I'm totally Markiplier. And thank you for the loots, by the way. What is that? Endless Space 2. I need to check that out, actually, because I loved the original Endless Space. So I want to take a look at Endless Space 2. Oh, what am I missing? More good news. Ola going to, didn't know I bring it up. Oh, don't worry about it, Jackie. It's fine. Topic of art. Yeah, that's right. You were showing me that before. It looks even better than the last time you showed me, Flora. That is some nice work. Uh, oh, Meg, don't worry about it. You know what? That's something that I think a lot of people do. I definitely do it. As far as taking care of yourself. And that's important too. It kind of rolls back to, actually, I tweeted about this earlier. It kind of rolls back to trying to make the most, like, push yourself further in general, from my stance at least. Pushing yourself more each day, or, every other, as time goes on, pushing yourself further, but also doing that for things like recovery and taking care of yourself, because that's important too. And it can be really easy to fall into the trap of, I should be here, I need to do this and that and that, and I don't have time, and how am I going to do all these things? But taking care of yourself is definitely a big factor, because if you don't, then you start running into, I'm working half as efficiently, or I'm not really quite there, or emotionally I can't really engage, and then everything starts to just slowly drop off, and you're spending more time trying to accomplish the same things that you did before, so then you get even less recovery. So taking care of yourself is definitely very important. I know I've been in that kind of mode also, with trying to take care of the house and keep up with everything, and then by the time I'm all done, it'll be like 9:30. I'm like, I need to get up in 8 hours, and I haven't even done anything fun or relaxing at all today. So I totally can understand where you're coming from. I know that I've been a little bit distant as far as the posts on Twitter and stuff like that lately too. So I feel you on that. Let me see. Okay, getting a room painted tomorrow. Oh, cool. Purple now. Is it like a light purple or a darker purple, Jackie? Paint red. Ooh, guitar border. Sounds interesting. That's cool. I definitely would love to see that too. That's true about being gone for a month. You had camp as well though, which I do want to hear about later. Or, if you want to talk about it now, that's fine too. Hey, sorry, I'm still catching up on all of the chats. Is this an actual casual stream? Yes, it is. It is, Eve. Hi. We were talking about art. We were definitely talking about the arts. And let's see, what else? Dark red and brown. Yeah, brown, depending on the color of brown. If it's like a dark brown, I feel like it would bring me down. I need light colors for me to really function as well, and just kind of appreciate. I feel like the brighter ones kind of help to elevate my mood. So for me, like this, and there's outside for some of the other rooms, it's like a very pale blue. So those are good for me. I wouldn't mind having like a brighter yellow or something like that too. That I wouldn't mind. Let's see, what else? Hi. Sky Rage. I think I said hi to you before. Pretty sure I did. 299. Yeah, it's still crazy to me. Who's the best? Oh, you are too much. You are too kind. Play Roblox. I've heard people say that a couple of times actually, to play Roblox, and it's something that I've toyed with the idea of, but there's always so many other games that I never quite get around to some of these. Light purple. Okay, so a light shade. I could get behind that, but I like the brighter, like a sky blue. I feel like is something that's a little bit darker, but that's one of my favorite colors. I love that sort of like bright, vibrant blue, and that's something that I could get behind. So, it's not the light purple, of course, but some brighter colors I definitely could appreciate. Few 3D mollies. Yeah. Yeah, I remember we were playing around. We played around with the idea of Blender, right? Right, Eve? Going to text my academies. Aw, that would be awesome, Jackie. Thank you. Like red. Yeah, you know what? Red, I don't have a problem with red. Like I was saying, blue is more of a personal favorite of mine. But red can, in the right capacity, I think red goes very well with certain things. It was darker purple. Yeah, the darker colors, they don't work for me so well for room colors. You know, for other stuff, sure, but for the room colors, not so much. Red is favorite color. Awesome. Yeah, I don't have a problem with red. I don't have a problem with really colors in general. Oh, offering the 3D modeling help. I love it. Parents are miserable in a all red room. I mean, you can always feel it out. What's the worst that happens? Oh no, maybe I have to live with this for a while and then try and get it repainted. Paint can be a little expensive, but I'm sure that it's something that can be managed. I wouldn't worry about that. Let's see. Live stream. Did I miss something with that? I love white, blue, and yellow. Okay, yeah. Those are... I enjoy those colors too. Definitely on my list. Can you play Spore? You know, I've heard of Spore. I was watching it a while ago. Maybe. I'll check it out. Spore is one that I've considered way before I even started to consider doing YouTube and Twitch, actually. So I'll take a look. Deep dark chocolate brown. I got you, Meg. Yeah, for me, it's, you know what it is for me? I feel like I have an easy enough time bringing myself down, like energy-wise, and bringing the level down. So I like the brighter ones because I feel like they kind of help to get me going again and get me energized. Let's see. 3DS or 3DS Max, I'm sorry. Okay. Yeah, I mean, I've heard of them, but I'm not familiar with them. Most I can get teaching is tutorial videos. Yeah, yeah, I know that the tutorial videos with that sort of stuff is always great, but it depends on how much you know going in. Undertale, I actually did play Undertale. I did, excuse me, the pacifist ending though. Flora will tell you just how much there's a demand for me to do the genocide ending instead. Bit complicated first, makes it difficult to get into easily. Yeah, I feel like that's the case with a lot of software too. Like Lightworks, the software that I'm trying to use for editing, can be complicated at first, and there's some things I just flat out don't know how to do that I'd love to know how to do, and I don't know if I need to add stuff on or how I need to do it, but I mean, it's free, it works. So for now, that's what I'm working with. Oh Meg. Oh Meg. That's not the Oh Meg that you expected, though. That was a different Oh Meg. Night in the Woods. Yes. Yes, I do have that on my list still. I need to actually pick it up. I was hoping it would go on sale on the Steam Summer Sale. It didn't. So I'm like, all right, fine. I'll just get it. I just need to get into... I kind of want to get into a rhythm with the editing videos. I'm actually working on something I recorded the other day. And once I get that edited, I want to go ahead and post that, and I want to get your opinions on it. See if you guys like it. See if you want to see more of that series. See if you want to see more recorded videos. I feel like Night in the Woods would be another one that I'd like to do a recording series of. Brightest Red. Tim, what's up? Hi. Hoi. I can only teach 3DS Max. Hey, I mean, that still helps. Remember the Blue Room? Oh, yes. Yes, I do. I remember the Blue Room quite well. Night in the Woods, yeah. Yeah, Night in the Woods is definitely on my list. It's still on my wish list. It didn't go anywhere, I promise. Month for subscription of what, 3DS Max? Eve, is that what you're looking at? Oh, okay. Student license for 3 years for free. Oh, that's pretty cool. Drunk Sport. Oh boy, I can only imagine what I'd come up with. Don't use it for commercial stuff. Is there only one mod? One mod about, you mean on the YouTube side right now? Is that what you're talking about, Cinerix? Student license whenever I'm not hired for cash. That makes sense. Do you have to pay? I mean, so you just get the commercial one, the professional one, Flora, for like a month until you finish your job and then go back to the student one? Is that how you do it? Got the cat under the bed. What? God, is that what I'm supposed to see? God, you here now? Because I'm all like, blah, blah, blah. Yes. Right now, so Flora is a mod over on Twitch. If Flora is gonna be over on YouTube in general, I'll go ahead and throw a mod that way as well. But Meg is also a mod over on YouTube. And on the Twitch side, we've got Eve also in the house, who is a mod as well. So those are the moderators with you this evening. I feel like am I like the pilot on a plane right now? I'll be like, they'll be your flight attendants for the evening. Oh boy, get confused. Yeah, I totally did. I was like, I know things and stuff. But, oh, right. So for those of you who aren't familiar with it, just because I know that sometimes I talk about loot, sometimes I don't, and more just for the sake of filling you guys in case you saw those messages that came up on the screen before. Though that is from Loots. It is a free service. You can check out the link in the description below, or on Twitch, you can do !loots. You can check out the panel for Loots, any of that stuff. And all that is basically a way to tip the streamer for free. So all you need to do is put in the message. If you make a free account, you don't have to put in and verify an email even. And then maybe do a CAPTCHA, maybe not. And you can send it every 15 to 20 minutes. So it's a cool way for you guys to get your message promoted out for me to see it and for everybody else to see it, even though I try to get to everybody in chat. And it works to help support me, so that always is good for my end, from my perspective. So everybody kind of wins on it the way I see it. But if you need to know more about it, just let me know in chat and I'll be happy to talk about it. Let's see. So student license, not quite sure how it works. I qualify for it. If I can use it free, yeah. Yeah, check it out. More drawing, graphic design. Yeah. Help a lot for later on. Absolutely, it sure would, Eve. Oh, you still have unfinished business here in the underground. There it is, Flora. I knew that something was going to come up about Undertale again. Thank you for the loots. Ugh, I just want to be friends. Why can't I be friends with them all? Oh, the guys who hire. Oh, cool. Okay, hey, that's a cool arrangement to have, that you don't have to worry about paying for it. And it makes sense too. If they want the job done, then all right, fine. So we have to buy his license so that way he can do the work. Fine. I had to go a proposition. Okay. Yeah, I was definitely like, I swear I know what this is. Spence, hey, welcome back. Just write something in a student license agreement and write me as a teacher. Oh, okay, interesting. Keep all limbs in your seat. So they've been losing allergy, so free fall riot. Although we don't promise to listen to the riot. Pillars of Eternity. Crowdfunding and critically acclaimed RPG. I might actually take a look at that. Back. Oh, welcome back, Jackie. SpongeBob. I need to see it without... I had this little, like, weird new messages tag in the window. I was like, get out of the way. I'm trying to read something. This is SpongeBob. I could see that. I can see that. That's actually pretty good. I like it. I like it, Sam I am. But yeah, so that's a lot of stuff we've got going on. It's been been a very busy month. I know I didn't do a charity stream last month. I was really hoping to. I talked about doing multiples this month. Obviously with the wedding, I don't know if I'm gonna have time to do that either, as much as I would like to. But I haven't forgotten about charity. I definitely want to get back into that. That's part of what the Extra Life event tomorrow is going to be about for me. I want to get back into that and maybe do a stream for them or a couple of streams and kind of spread out like I did for St. Jude's over the course of a month, spread out a little bit more, because when I used to do the 12-hour streams for charity, those they were tough on me. Not gonna lie. Not gonna lie about that. Let's see. Almost 300 subs. Yeah, I know. It's crazy to me. It really is. Hang out with brother today. Ooh, cool. Cinema to see Spider-Man. I haven't seen the new Spider-Man. Should be 300 now. Oh. Oh, thank you. I guess it didn't hit as far as notifications go, but thank you so much for that, Spence. Yeah, I feel like I do that sometimes too, where I follow somebody on Twitch and then I realize they're on YouTube. I'm like, oh, hi, and let me fix that. FO went to the arcade. Oh, I haven't been to an arcade in forever. Air hockey. You know what's funny? Actually, that reminds me of when I was playing Starbound recently. They have the new update where you can travel around with the ship instead of having to go like specifically to a planet. You can travel in between space and you can go to see different ships and stuff like that. So I went to one that, or I went to some, you know, in space base of somebody's, and it was Hyotl, and they had an arcade there that was basically like a dating simulator. And it started off with your character just being like madly in love with air hockey. So you just reminded me of that. Let's see. New room. New room indeed. This is the apartment. We're finally in the apartment. It's not fully set up, but we're here. And that is awesome. Let me tell you. Oh, it has been a long time coming. If anybody looks over at my Twitter, you'll probably notice that my name has been TCG is moving for like 3 months now. Or like at least 2 months. Easy. 300 Every Dance, yeah. Hey, I really can't thank you guys enough for that. It's mind-boggling to me that the community is as large as it is. So seriously, thank you so much for all of your support, for coming back, for creating such a wonderful community, for being so supportive of everybody else, and for being supportive of what I want to do here on YouTube and Twitch also. It does really, really mean a lot. So thank you. Booty pop. You can go to an actual arcade though. Oh, the dank memes are coming. No, not the dank memes. Let's see. Deceiver. Yeah, call your teacher Deceiver, Eve. Assumption. Yeah, definitely does. Yeah, you guys should totally chat. Eve, if you're on my channel's Discord, you'll find Flora there also. Under that name, the Woodwind Demon. Who's favorite? Jack, Mark, PewPie, Bob. I'll answer that in 1 second. I think I missed something for it. Building a movie theater building. It was like one of those mini arcade. Oh, okay. Hey, that's still pretty cool though. There are some really cool arcades around in general that I want to start going out to some more of them in the future. Let's see. So favorite. So my favorite out of those 4, I would have to say Mark would be my number 1, but Jack would be a very close second. For me, those are the 2. I talked about this a little bit in my Q&A video. Those are the 2 that primarily got me to be interested in doing this in the first place, and also to get me to come back to it 3 years later after I did that little Extra Life thing on the other channel. It didn't go so well, and I stopped because I was like, this is hard and I don't know what I'm doing and nobody likes me or Charity. So I put it down for a while. I was studying for work. I had a test at work that I had to prepare for like, I was studying for that for a good 6 months or so. So I was constantly busy with that during that stretch of time. And then I ended up picking it back up again, largely in part due to the two of them. So those would be my favorites out of those two. I definitely don't dislike the other two, though. Don't get me wrong on that. Some cars going fuel. Why they go off-road? Jack. Yeah, I do really like Jack quite a bit as well. And I wear his hat on his store, the hat that he has. I wear that from time to time. Let's see. The car's yours. They need life insurance or car insurance. That's a good question, Spence. I'm not really sure. Sunday. I've heard of Sunday. I haven't really watched much content, though. Let's see. Dave and Buster's. Yeah, that's what I was thinking of. But there are some other ones, too. Like, even from an adult standpoint, there are some where it's more, like, built around beer. And I was like, oh, that's an interesting concept. They had something with, it might have been like, you get like so many beers, or like an open bar, an arcade type of place, or something like that. You have like a wristband. I don't remember the details, but I remember seeing something like that in New York City. I was like, huh, that's interesting. I need to check that out sometime. Let's see. Dave and Buster's. Yeah, Dave and Buster's is kind of like an adult arcade, or like an arcade with a restaurant kind of aspect to it. Also, congrats on 300 pages of Everyone Plus More. Thank you so much, and thank you for the loots. It really does help out quite a bit, actually, the loots. As if you're wondering, I can't disclose, part of the agreement is I can't talk about how much I actually get from loots, but it really does actually add up. So I definitely do appreciate that support, and I like it, because I know I was talking about this before. I like it because it helps you guys to promote your messages for me to see them. It helps support me, which is always good for me as well. But primarily, I know, because I've felt this way before, where there would always be people donating to somebody that I was watching. I'd be like, oh man, that's so cool, but I can't afford it. So when it came down to it, I was always like, I'll just be really active, and that's about it, I guess. That's all I'm gonna do. So I really like this because it allows you to donate and tip, or whatever you want to call it, without actually opening your wallets or having to have a credit card or PayPal or anything like that. So that's one of the other reasons why I really like having this service. Accepted by more accepted by. I gotcha. I see what you did there. Too interactive. I'm not sure if too interactive is necessarily a thing. I feel like I'm being very interactive right now. Then again, it's a Hangout Q&A video, so I'm not really sure how I could not be interactive and it actually work. So maybe that isn't the best example. Lamar's Telltale videos. I need to watch his Telltale videos. I haven't seen those, actually. PewDiePie. I see what you did there. Beer pong. Oh, man, I haven't played that in forever. Angel puppy or angel kitty? I would choose an angel puppy, but that is largely because I'm allergic to cats. Who here is new? Go and announce yourselves. No, I mean, it's cool because we actually, this is one of the things I love about the community. The people who are here love to welcome in anybody that's new or just interact with everybody else, and that I think that's amazing, and it really makes me happy to see that you guys all get along as well as you do. Let's see, what else? Ships multiplier. Yeah, all of the ships, all those ships coming. Okay, when I was gone for a month. Let's see, been sub for a while. Not really too interactive. I mean, like too all over the place. Yeah, you know, and that comes from experience also. I mean, I lose track of things all the time. Just ask, well, anybody who's been here, but Meg especially will tell you that I lose track of things all the time. Oh, I missed Eve leaving, I think. Okay, yeah, I'll message you on Discord later. Sure. Sure thing, Eve. 3 subs. Oh, no. You guys, Zoom tablet, hey. Load it. Oh, is it loud for you or loading? Is it too loud? Am I being too loud? I try not to be too loud. I thought I had a pretty decent balance the last time I used this setup. But we will be here, I promise you that. I'm not going anywhere for a bit. Zoom, zoom. I like that, actually. It makes me chuckle. I see the name. I'm fine. Okay, cool, cool, cool. That's what I like to see. So yeah, it's been some ride. I keep going over this in my head from time to time, and it just boggles my mind. It's like endearing. I'm all over the place like a cute puppy. If that's what you wanted. I hope that's what you wanted. Oh no, but I go over it in my head just how much the community has grown, and it boggles my mind, because I sit here and I think about how when I first started, and I was just thinking, you know, like you start thinking about some numbers in your head, and you're like, 100, that would be really amazing. That would be cool. And now we're at 3 times that, which I just can't. I can't put into words how much that amazes me to see. Might leave. Oh no, Tim. Okay, sounds good though. Thank you so much for coming by. Love to see you later. Try to plug in if you can. I'm totally not trying to coax you into staying. Definitely not. Oh no. No. Oh, Jackie. I shun to think about the thoughts. Whack-a-Snake, hey, how's it going? Hope you don't mind just hanging out. We're not gaming tonight. We're just chatting with everybody. Things are hopping a little bit on the YouTube side, but I have chat up for, well, it'll be over here for you guys. But I've chat up for everybody, so you should be able to at least interact with each other as well. No game is fine. Awesome. All right. Yeah, I just wasn't feeling a game today. I thought about it, and I sat down, and I was like, maybe I'll do this one. Like, no. I don't know about that. How about the... I played that recently. What about this one? I don't even have it installed. This one I need some more add-ons before I can even play. I need people for it too. So that's kind of where I end up going. I was like, I'm just gonna start. How about that? Yeah, I do have YouTube. Actually, the link should be in one of the panels over on Twitch, but it's the same username, that cowbell guy. And I have the custom. Ooh, thank you for the sub. Also, Whack-a-Snake. Oh, Jen. All right, sounds good. See you later. Sorry, I just want to make sure that I catch that. And thank you for the congrats. Oh man. We're free. Oh, I hit 20. Yeah, exactly. Absolutely. But let's see. I do like RTSs. I haven't played them too much in a while, but I do like them in general. Should play Yada. You and I both know how that would go, Flora. See how much channel you runs, trying to tell stuff. Yeah, it is kind of amazing to me that, I mean, I remember when I was playing Undertale 186. Oh, that's really awesome, Jackie. When I was playing Undertale, I remember I was doing really long streams, and I remember thinking to myself after the fact, this may have been better as a recorded series, but I kind of just kept going at it and was like, oh, well, I'm having fun with it. And they were just these really long streams. And there's a playlist of it now that you can find on YouTube also. I think Twitch probably got rid of it by now. But yeah, I remember the Undertale ones. And I remember sitting here playing at some points, like in Hotland, I think it was. And I was just being like dead silent, just kind of like, And I'm like, oh god, this is the worst. I'm so bad at this. But yeah, things have come quite a long way. Followers, yeah. How do you get so many people? I mean, honestly, you know what? The thing that makes it the easiest, I would argue, is all of you, actually. The fact that you all enjoy this community and get behind it so much and then share it with other people does a million times more than what I could do on my own. So if I had to pin it on one aspect in particular, that's what I would say. Supreme Commander Forged Alliance. You know, I do have. Let me check right now because I know I have bought Supreme Commander 2. I don't have Forged Alliance, but definitely have Supreme Commander 2. So maybe, but instead the background. No, that's fine. That's fine, Whack a Snake. No, as long as you're enjoying it, I don't care. You don't have to look at me. Look away, I'm hideous. Not as good as Forged Alliance. Okay. I'm guessing Forged Alliance is new or an expansion to that. Let's see. Here's balance. All right, sounds good, Meg. They're like, I'll follow this person, I'll follow back. Oh, yeah, yeah, that happens too. Meg, thanks so much for coming by. It's good to get to talk to you for a little bit. Let's see. Yeah, I don't know how it happened either. That's another thing. It's still mind-boggling to me, but I don't know how it happened either. It just kind of did, and I'm going to just run with it and smile and be grateful to all of you. Do a revisit of Undertale doing the same runs you did back then and just with voice acting. I'd consider it. I am not used to voice acting, but I would consider it. I think voice acting could be fun. But I probably want to do that in a recording kind of setup. That way I'm not trying to come up with voices on the fly and then being like, oh god, that might be viewed in a really bad way. I hope nobody thinks that, and nobody thinks that I'm being some sort of negative thing. I don't know. You know, you get some situations where if you isolate one person's statement, it could be like, wow, that sounds really racist. I don't want to be in that boat. So I'll probably do that in a recorded setting, at least to start with. Company that went made under the expansion of 1. Huh. And it's better than 2. Interesting. And the company went under. That's sad. That's really, it's tough to see that. You know, when you have a good game like that and then the company's just like, you're like, but you had a good thing. You were doing so well. Oh, harder. Oh, okay. People like it more because it's harder. That makes sense. You know, I mean, I did the campaign for SC2 and I was like, this isn't too bad. You know, as far as like StarCraft 2, I had a lot of fun with that campaign, what I did of it. And I thought they ran that pretty nicely. I only played the first one though, Wings of Liberty. And I thought it was cool having the research outside of the missions and having to get resources by doing other missions and making these decisions that had a big impact on what happened to people and all that. I thought it was really cool. Simplified and bare looking version. Okay. I gotcha. You know, that may actually kind of speak to, what's the game? I got it on Steam also. Once I see it, I'm just going through my list right now. Because when I see it, Planetary Annihilation. That's another one that I bought that I want to check out a little bit more in the future. I feel like that might be similar in some fashions. But it looked like it was a fun game, so I picked up a copy of that in the past. How's that? I have 170 followers on Wattpad, but only 22 watchers on DeviantArt, 26 followers on Twitter, and 50 subs on YouTube. You know, I mean, I feel like you run into that from different in different environments depending on it's sometimes it can be hard to get people to start a Twitter account or to start an Instagram account or whatever service you want to say just to follow you in that place as well. So I think that's you run into some situations like that. I know I have from what I can deduce about the channel where it's like sometimes I'll mention like, hey, I do a lot of updates on Twitter about what I'm up to and what's going on with the channel and when streams are coming. And people are like, I don't really do Twitter though. I'm like, all right, well, I mean, you could sign up for notifications on YouTube and hopefully they send you one. I don't know if they will. I know that that's kind of spotty, but you could try it. So it can be hard in that aspect, I would say. You used to interact so much more on DeviantArt. And that's the thing too, if you are not interacting quite as much, then it starts to dwindle over time, I've noticed. Oh, Wattpad. Yeah, I've heard of Wattpad, but I've never really looked into it. People took inspiration from it. Yeah, I figured they did. Failed to balance. That could definitely be true. The last time I played it was way earlier on, and then I just kind of put it on the side and was like, I'll check this out later. But, I mean, I'm looking right now. I literally bought that game a little bit over 3 years ago. So, I've played 111 minutes. So, it wasn't that I didn't think it would be fun. I just kind of put it down and was like, let me check this out a little bit later. Here's how it used to work with social media. It's kind of like phases. Yeah. Google Plus. You know, so few people I feel like have Google Plus too. Google Plus is a hard one to get people on. Especially now. 12 hours. Yeah. Oh, for PA. Whack-A-Snake. Yeah, it can be hard. I could see that. Yeah, I never really played around with Google Plus much. I feel like there's a lot of functionality missing, which really surprises me. Actually, it surprises me that it is so functionally like devoid of value because they do so many other things in a pretty good capacity. And like they know how this works, they know how email works, they know how at least enough of YouTube because they own them now. They know enough of that to make that work pretty decently. And, you know, they hit bumps on the way. But all in all, I think they do a pretty decent job. And then you hit Google Plus and you're like, what happened here? It's like almost like a mystery. Like they need to write a book about it. Like, where did they go wrong? Where did they come up with these ideas? Steam thinks I only have 15 hours on Supreme Command Forge Alliance. Oh, it doesn't count the multiplayer client. That makes sense. Or the old times before Steam when we had on CD. Yep. Just burn it. Won't somebody please think of the children? Social media. Yeah, you know, I never really was into social media that much. And starting the channel is why I started to get into it more. Because I quickly realized that if I am only on YouTube and only on Twitch, then there's a lot of stuff I can't communicate to people that I think is important for me to communicate. Like, hey, I'm not going to be able to stream tonight, but I'll be doing the regular one on the next time, and these are the times, and this is what we're going to play, or anything like that. Or, I mean, not to mention other messages too. You know, I tend to put on things like just talking about, I know that there's usually some stuff about people who are feeling a little depressed or something like that. So a lot of times I'll try to throw in something more on the inspirational side. And it's something that I think of or that occurs to me as opposed to, like, I'm not like, hey, this person needs something supportive. Let me just cut and paste something from a website I found. It's, you know, I just kind of brainstorm and think about it for a second. I'm like, I feel like this applies to the situation. It's something that either I do in life or that I'd like to do better in life or that I think people should kind of adhere to in general. So that's the sort of stuff I use social media for. Tried Facebook. Yeah, Facebook is one that I feel like I should set up at some point again, but I never quite got around to it. Facebook, my primary account for that, which I mean is still active technically, but it's pretty much there as a shell. Like I had it when I was in college and it was to connect with people for my orientation, and then you start adding all of these people that you meet and that you're more acquaintances with than anything else. And eventually then you're looking, you're like, there are 500 people here and I'm getting all these notifications and I don't even know where half of these people are or remember talking to some of them. So it quickly becomes just a giant mess of everything. Where you're like, that's okay. I think I'll pass. Ace, how's it going? Welcome to a regular Hangout stream. I know I haven't really done one of those. Not really, at least. Insert Jacksepticeye meme here. Top of the morning to you guys. No, I do really appreciate the loots, though, Jackie. Thank you. Thank you for that one. Endless Space 2 again. Man, Lutz is trying to tell me to play Endless Space 2. Or at least the first one. So many puzzles I have to do. Oh, yeah, that's right. You do all the puzzles. That's right. You know which one you're working on next? Or do you have one set out that you're working on? Let's see. If you a key... Oh, it ran out. Oh, that... I do appreciate that, Wax Snake. Thank you. And, that's quite all right. I do appreciate the consideration even. But and I imagine since they don't really have anybody developing it anymore, I don't imagine that they're really generating any keys for it at this point. Working on that Arc one. Oh yeah, the Arc one. That's right. You know what? I'm forgetting the time frame because you went away for camp. And I did not subtract that from the time that you had available to work on it. So in my head, I was like, that should be just about done by now, right? Nah, not even close. I thought I would like it. Oh, it was bought by Nord. Oh, they bought it. They were bought out. Okay. I like 3. Spence, thank you so much for that. And thanks for coming by. And I look forward to seeing you for the next time. I'll probably do again like that little quick video before I go live on Twitch on Thursday when I'm on the Streamers Connected channel. So you can look for the stream info there, either here on YouTube or on the Twitch channel. And I'll just do a quick little video about where I'm going to be. Play Arc a lot. Yeah, Arc. You know, I haven't really played as much of Arc as I would like, but it is a game that interests me. I definitely do want to play more of it, and I just got the expansion recently, so that'll be something that you'll be seeing in the future. THQ Nordic gets the income for copy. Oh, nah. I mean, at least they're still around, I suppose. That's a good thing. Let's see. On the bright side, well, devs don't work on it anymore. Fan community is changing up and balancing. See, that's always cool. And that's one of the things that I love about a handful of the games that I enjoy playing mostly, or most of the time. Like things like Starbound, especially when it was in beta. I'm sure that's still the case now, and I've got a handful of mods already. But the mod community for that was basically in from the ground level, and they ended up, I mean, there were a few of those mods where they said, that's a good idea. We're going to put that in the base game. So I thought that was really cool that they were willing to work with the mods, or the modders rather, and incorporate stuff to try and make their game even better, even if it was from somebody outside of their team. Let's see, what else? I'm trying to think. There was another game I was thinking of. Factorio is another one that has tons of mods, and I really do enjoy that sort of thing because you can change up the game so much, and it keeps it fresh and adds new functionality, and it just, I think that's a really cool thing. You get a lot of extra value that you didn't have when you first bought it. Let's see. Didn't know. Congrats, man. Good job on 300. Thank you so much. But I mean, it's really more of a congratulations to all of you for making this community what it is and for making it 300 strong. Majorly big community of people. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely, Ace. And I can't thank you all enough for that. I don't understand why my parents don't just paint my room. That's paint. Doesn't it cost like billion. You know what? Painting can be expensive. Paint can be expensive. Painters can be expensive. It depends on the size of the room. Depends on how many people are doing it. That sort of stuff. I know my parents like this paint. They hired somebody for this. In the future, like if I was doing that, I probably would try it myself. But painting is actually harder than it looks. Um, you can get the paint on the wall, but getting it to look good can be the hard part. So there are a lot of things like trying to put on a primer first. Sometimes you need it. Some, I think, have the primer built in. Um, just the way that you, assuming you're using a roller, the way that you're actually going about it and not using too much force. Because I remember when I was working for the town, local town around here, and they had us painting some stuff, and I didn't know what I was doing, so I was doing it for the first time. I was rolling the paint down on a chain link fence and trying to paint that like it was like a silver. And as I was rolling it, it was just like and just got all over. I'm like, well, I guess that's why you don't do it like that. So you learn how hard painting can actually be. Let's see what else. Not just a mod community. Looks like completely run by fans. That's really cool, actually, though. 372 online. I mean, that's still a decent chunk for a game that is 10 years old. Well, I guess think that's still a large number for a client that was created by fans alone. Just do our own painting. Yeah, I mean, I do want to do more of that in the future myself as well, but it isn't something that is like, oh, just go get some paint and throw it on the wall. Like, there's actually something to it, and it does take some practice to get the hang of it and make it look good. Doesn't have to look good if it's a dark room. Okay, yeah, if it's a dark room with a projector, I mean, certain environments, if it's a bedroom, you might care more. If it's a common area, you're going to care more. If you're just leaving the lights off and you're going to put a projector in there, maybe not so much. But, every room is different in that regard. So I can understand definitely doing that yourself, even if you normally would hire someone for other rooms. Like if I stream like this, it's been the whole stream talking about explaining the very first comment. I've been a couple minutes behind, but I think I've caught up and gotten to just about everybody. So, thanks for the host, Wacky Snake. I really appreciate that. Painting is very entertaining. You mean painting as far as like wall painting or painting like canvas painting? Hosting with 0 viewers, 1. It might be counting you because I've done that before, and it'll be like hosting with 1 viewers. I'm like, go me, I'm here. Ramble. I ramble a lot too, honestly. But I mean, I think that's part of the fun of it too. I try to get back on track and make sure that I'm responding to everybody, but I totally ramble. You're not it. Oh, you're not it. How about that? Interesting. That's something that I don't know how exactly it does that tally then. But hey, thank you. Thank you even more then. Tried spray paint art a few years ago. Really easy to pick up. I have never tried that, but it is something that I'll probably want to try in the future. I think Jillian would actually be interested in that. And that's what that desk over there, that's what all that stuff will be for. Not for the paint per se, maybe drawing or something on canvas, but the floor over there is going to be for the paint eventually. So, what I meant to say is arting. Yeah, all the arting. I love arting. I mean, I feel like art, it covers so many different things. So, you can go from drawing to music to, I mean, in theory, I suppose you can even call this an art or, film, stuff like that. So I feel like it covers so many different things, and that's really cool. I mean, even like game development is an art, in my opinion. You know, the coding maybe not, but the actual like coming up with the ideas for stuff, I think it's more of an art than a science in that aspect. You know, coding how to move, that's more of a science, but there's definitely some art aspects too. Bear Twitch TV, just the host button at the bottom of your screen. Oh, okay, cool. Resident Evil 6 for PC. Interesting. You know, I'm tempted. I have it already for. Do I have it for PC? I definitely have it for Xbox 360. And I don't remember if I have it for the One also. But that's tempting because actually, excuse me, you guys probably won't know this, but the first con that I actually went to was New York Comic Con. I went, that probably would have been maybe 3 years ago at this point. But the people that I went with were huge Resident Evil fans and they did cosplay. So they convinced me to also go ahead and wear a costume for it. And they helped me get settled with that and figure out what to get and get it all set up. And my friend like painted a shirt for me. We bought the shirt and she painted it. So that's the only time I've actually cosplayed was for Resident Evil 6 in particular. Let's see what else. Take a look. Okay, yeah, I know that Humble Bundle always has more than just the one game, but I'll take a look. Thank you. Seems like Hollow Knight have an optimization patch. Yeah, I didn't think it would be too long before they'd get to that. They wanted to get that out as soon as possible. But let me know if it's running smooth, Flora, because I do want to play that at some point. Let's see. Have you watched Spider-Man Homecoming yet? It's the best Spider-Man yet, in my opinion. I have not. They also have VR Spider-Man Homecoming. Ooh, that would be kind of cool, actually. I think that would be fun. Any movie in VR with that much action, I think would be a good time. Let's see. What else? I had an idea and I didn't have enough confidence in my writing. I draw the scenes and story ideas instead. You know, that's fine though too, because I mean that's a different type of art, really. Storyboards are huge. Actually, if I was doing more content like shorts and stuff like that, then storyboards, that's one of the things. If you go through the YouTube Creator Academy, that's one of the big things that they talk about. They're like, storyboards are wonderful. You should totally do them. Like, just draw it together, throw it together. It's fine if it's just on like a napkin or whatever, but you know, spend enough space doing it and draw it up, because then you'll actually have a plan. You'll know what is supposed to happen in each scene, and you can kind of make the most of your time and equipment and actually stay on track for it. Let's see. Same one thing reminds me of another thing. I do that all the time also, Jackie. You are not the only one, I promise you. Let's see. It's so cringy because when I drew it. So, you know what, though? I mean, but that, I guess, comes back to personal perception, for one. And if you're feeling out the idea and you're drawing it, then it might not come out quite as sharp as if you already know what you're going to do. So I could see how that might not come out exactly the way you have in your head, and then you'd be like, "Oh, this is terrible." But I think that comes back to a practice thing again. Practice actually does help quite a bit. Let's see. You'll go test that moment. Awesome. Thanks, Flora. Really appreciate that. Back. Hey, Centrix. Welcome back. Time right now is 3:15 a.m. You know, it's funny to me, actually. I can't believe that you're up, first of all, but it's funny to me that I seem to find a lot of people who are in that time zone who like to come by the channel. And I'm always just like, how do you come for these streams though? Because by the time I start, it's already like 1 something in the morning. And then I go for a couple of hours after that. How is it that you guys are always here for this stuff? I can never figure that out. Let's see. Still wait for the day I can be satisfied and proud of all my art. You know, I mean, I think that might be hard in general, because if you're anything like in particular the way I used to be, but still to a decent extent, I would say. I would just be like, well, this is not bad, but and other people would be like, that's amazing. I'd be like, it's okay. You know, I mean, I could have done this. Maybe I could have fixed this better. I don't know. So I don't know if you're gonna hit that point where you're just like happy with everything. Let's see. Sometimes I get weird. I think how I get here. Oh yeah, yep. Usually, you know, I'll be part of conversations a lot of times where people will be like, "How did we get on this topic?" I'll be like, "Well, you were talking about towels, and then we were talking about the beach, and then you got to UV rays, and then we started talking about the solar system." And they'll be like, "Oh yeah, yeah, the sun. That's right." It's like towels to sun, right? Excellence is not an art; it's pure habit. We repeatedly do. Thank you for the loots, by the way, Flora. And yeah, you don't just start off being amazing. It comes with a lot of repetition, comes with a plan, and tackling things from a smart standpoint. Let's see. Here, all night owls. It could be all night owls. 9:16 your time. Oh, okay, yeah. So you're an hour behind me, actually. Then, Synerx, you're. That's right. You're in the same time zone I was in last week. In Ireland, second person I know from Ireland who comes by the channel quite a bit. Let's see. What 4:16? Yeah, Flora. For you, it's even later. I'm just like, oh, I know your story, but even outside of that, I'm just like, man, these times, I don't know how you guys do this. Let's see. Stars are cool. I actually really like stars. You start off amazing. You start off amazing and you go to exceptional. Just act like you're in charge. It'll be fine. Let's see. Let me see. I'm not supposed to be up. It was cool. I need to step and watch. Oh, that was the part I didn't finish reading. Thank you so much, Ace. I really appreciate that. That's... Well, I hope I don't get you in trouble, though. I wish it wasn't the way it is. It feels like I'm purely dependent upon feedback. Like, okay, what do you think of this? You know, so that's something that kind of comes around. I can relate to that, Jackie. Even like I talked to Brian about this also, and it was kind of reassuring hearing it from him too, to know that it wasn't like just something that happened to me and then like I have to feel bad about it or whatever. But there definitely are, I'll say, times when, you know, maybe I'm not feeling the most, you know, positive about either my content or the amount of times that I'm streaming or the amount of content I'm putting out, or, you know, the way that I'm doing it or anything like that. So there are definitely times where I'll be kind of down on myself. And that's when, in particular, I mean, outside of it also, but that in particular is a time when I'll start to look at like numbers and start to look at analytics and things. And if I find something that indicates like, oh, you know, people are watching and they're watching for a long time, or, oh, you're getting all these new subscribers or whatever else, I'll kind of like use that to reaffirm myself, even though I know that I should really be more focused on, let me get the content, and let me get good content and not worry as much about the numbers. Because if I have the good content and people are having fun, then people will come and they'll create the community around the sort of tenets that I hold, you know, dear, and that you guys all seem to also, which is amazing and fantastic. And that's really more what I should be focused on, instead of being like, oh my God, I lost 3 subscribers. What's going on? Oh my God, is everything going downhill? What happened? Oh no, everything's terrible. So hearing Brian talk about that also was just kind of like, oh, okay. So I'm not the only one who looks at this sort of stuff when they're like kind of just like spent and need a little bit of a pick me up, where it's like, you see the numbers going up and you kind of like makes you feel a little bit better. But that's a very slippery slope because either you could get addicted to that sort of thing if you rely on it all the time, and I wouldn't say that either one of us is in that boat, but if you constantly keep going back to it, then you'll be like relying on going up and making progress. Otherwise, things are bad and everything is bad and I need to fix something because it's wrong. Otherwise, it wouldn't be going down or staying stagnant, and that's not a position you want to be in. Let's see. What I really need to do is be like, okay, I like this. Yeah, absolutely. Don't forget muffins. I love muffins. I feel like that's gonna be a quote now. I love muffins. I mean, just human nature. One other. Yeah. To some extent it is. Eating a tub of ice cream. God, I actually got some frozen yogurt recently, and I've been dieting for my brother's wedding, and I've been trying to. So I have the frozen yogurt, and I'll just be like, 1, 2, maybe 3. All right, I'm done. Put it away. Get it away. I can't. I need to be careful with this. This is an easy trap for me. I love ice cream. I can't get into that. I am actually going to catch you up on Twitch right now, Whack-A-Snake. I just was hitting the bottom of YouTube's chat. Let's see. On the road to 200 followers. Not on a road, or for that matter, in vehicles. I mean, I could be walking on the road if it was a road, but it's not. So the chair, I mean, technically I'm on the chair. So I guess the chair, I'm rolling my way to 200 followers. Maybe. I guess that's how that goes. That sounds about right. Come across something that causes panic. Panic? Oh, that's like the inverse of Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy, Whack-A-Snake. Let's see. Because Twitch is less delayed. Oh, Twitch. How much is the delay different, by the way, Whack-A-Snake? Because I use Restream, so it bounces it to both services. I can't always see how different it is from here because I'm live, and it'll take no time to get back to me, or not as much time to get back to me as it would for somebody, especially over in like Ireland or something like that, Denmark, anywhere over there. Let's see what else. So your Discord, what's on me at Discord? Over on Discord, rather. There's always like 30 seconds on my way from me. That's frustrating. Whack-A-Snake. Sorry about that. I hear Beam has some really good times. I was thinking of bouncing to that also in the future. It's the same. Interesting. Yeah, I guess maybe because I'm bouncing it to Restream and then it's splitting it to the two services, so maybe that's why it evens out. What's everyone's fave ice cream? Of the basic flavors, like if you're gonna say like your vanilla, chocolate, strawberry, or even with mint too, my favorite out of those would be vanilla. I love vanilla. I find it very refreshing. I have the vanilla frozen yogurt in the freezer right now. I find it kind of refreshing in like a milk kind of fashion. Like a glass of milk will be refreshing. It was nice having you here, Ace. Oh, okay. I gotcha. I missed the I missed Aces. Let me get back to that. Here, congrats on 300. That was a major milestone. It still, I can't put into words. It's mind-boggling. Thank you for that. Getting really tired. Hopefully I'll be joining your next stream. I would love to see you there. Absolutely. I'll do another quick one here on Thursday night, just before going live on the Streamers Connected channel on Twitch. So you can get all the stream info here on YouTube or on my Twitch channel just prior to 8 o'clock is going to be my target for getting that up. Hopefully like a 7:45, if I can get it up then. I'll try and go live for a few minutes and just say, I'm going to be over there. Link is in the description. Link is in, I'll try and throw it in chat for Twitch. I don't know if I'll have a panel for it or not. So definitely check chat for Twitch on that. And I'll host it also on Twitch. So that's easy too. But that's how I'll do Thursdays. Let's see. His name does sound, or I don't want to assume there. The name does sound pretty badass, actually. I do like that. I agree with you on that, Jackie. Let's see, Oreo. I do like Oreo. Chocolate. Chocolate in general, I'm more of a vanilla guy. But, I mean, certain things like chocolate peanut butter, that I can get behind. Remember going to Cold Stone? Oh, Cold Stone's delicious. Crushed graham crackers and ice cream, like s'mores. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Moana. You know, I haven't actually. I saw part of it. Alicia, hey, how are you? See you next time. Favorite ice cream, Oreo. Oh, nice. Hey, I'm cool with Oreo, Ace. And thank you again for coming by. I hope to see you on Thursday. Broke stream. Game has 2017. Let's see. Wait. Oh, okay. I missed a couple before that. Same interesting. YouTube is about a second farther. Coconut ice cream. I do not like coconut. That is one thing I can't get behind. I'm sorry. I can't do it. Can't do coconut. You know, and actually that goes back to when I was a kid. The coconut thing. When I was growing up, and for those of you guys who are familiar with Dunkin' Donuts, so they have Munchkins, which are basically like donut holes, and they'll have, you know, chocolate ones, glazed, they'll have jelly, they'll have whatever else. So the issue I ran into is that I saw a coconut one and saw the shredded coconut on it and thought, oh, that looks like some sort of like frosting or icing. Maybe it's kind of like the glazed one. And I tried it and was significantly surprised by what the consistency and taste was. So that kind of put me off on a bad foot with coconut in general. I'm glad to hear you're doing well, though, Alicia. Dad's allergic to coconut. Oh, yeah. I'm not allergic to it. I just did not have a good experience. Name's kind of stupid. I actually kind of dig, because I think when I read your name, Wack a Snake, I think of like the carnival games, almost like the heads that are just popping up, and you're trying to like whack-a-mole. I mean, that would make a lot of sense, wouldn't it? But I immediately think that I'm like, that makes me smile. So I don't think your name's stupid. Well, as a movie, right? It's the Disney one, right, Jackie? Because I saw someone watching it on the plane ride back, but I mean, I only saw parts of it / the end scene, kind of, but I couldn't hear anything that was going on because of headphones and all that. Should watch it. Yeah, you know what? I think Jillian still has Netflix. I definitely don't have it personally, but I think she does. So that is good to know. Dog that can talk and live 2 years, or dog that live. I'd rather have a dog that lives forever. I think that just having a companion like that and being able to be, I mean, you can, even without talking, you can kind of communicate in your own way and find ways to interact with each other. And I think that that's much better than having a dog that lives 2 years, in my opinion. What did I say? Except you're welcome. About the movie. So, yeah, I could see where you're going with that name change. They have name changes now on Twitch. I remember when those came out, actually, when they released that. I was at the Twitch Town Hall at PAX East, and they're like, so we just released name changes, and everybody went nuts. And I'm like, how many of you have changed your name already? And a few people raised their hands. They're like, oh, cool. Like, yeah, they had stats on it already. Like, it's been out for like a week, and, you know, this many thousands of people have changed their names. You guys have been asking for it for a long time. Yeah, I see the issue. Yeah, you'd have to change it to something a little different. Make jewelry of coconut shell. I had to eat all the coconuts I used. Oh, my favorite drink is pina colada. Well, I mean, then it works for you, Flora. I can see how coconut shell would make for a great piece of jewelry, but the consumption, I would definitely hit a brick wall and be like, oh, if I have to, maybe I can do a little bit. I mean, I haven't had like straight coconut. I've just had that like shredded coconut that was on the donut hole that we had, you know, when I was growing up. I've had it a couple other times, and I'm always disappointed with what I end up getting out of it. So maybe if I had like coconut milk or something like that, maybe it would be better. I don't know. I haven't tried it. Correct. Yeah, I knew we'd be on the same page on that one about the dogs. It's a song from a movie. Okay, I gotcha. Demigod. I guess, no, demiguy. Demiguy. I'm a semi guy. Semi guy. Not a lot of people watching. What over here? I mean, there's a handful around, and I'm happy to hang with you guys. I'll probably stay for another I don't know, maybe 20 minutes or so. That's my target at the moment. And we'll see. Maybe I'll go a little later, but probably not too much because I have to be up at 5:30 for work again. It needs to be fresh coconut. Oh, well, that could make a difference. Fly landing on. Oh, I hate that. They always go straight for the light. And you're like, just get out of here. I won't even care if you're just hanging out over there somewhere. Just don't stay on my screen when I'm trying to watch something, please. I totally get you. Stuff is eating deep frozen. Yeah. It was pretty bad, Flora. It was pretty bad. Yeah, I know. It's almost like you have to turn on another light somewhere else and blind yourself with that almost a little bit just to get the fly to go over there. I hate that. Sad. Well, I mean, you know, it was actually a pretty good turnout in general, though. I was happy with the amount of people that came by. I was happy getting to talk to all of you, and there was a lot of stuff we talked about today, which I thought was cool. And do you guys like this sort of content? Is I'll try and do more of this stuff also in addition to the gaming streams if that's something that interests you. Saw a trailer for a movie I want to see, but I don't remember the name. That I wouldn't be able to help you with. I'm really, really bad with movies in general. So, I mean, trailers, you got a shot. Maybe I saw it. But seeing movies, probably not. Love coconuts. I just never got into them. But like Flora said, maybe it was just the type or the way that they did it and the fact that it wasn't fresh. Let's see. I throw a bottle of honey across the room at the screen. Just stay over there. You know what you did. Well, should not fly on the screen. Fly on a music sheet when you're playing. Oh, I feel like that would be. I feel like it would be worse than a fly on the screen, but not as bad as the fly, like going for your face while you're trying to play music. Watch Forrest Gump. I've seen enough of it. I haven't seen the full thing. I should have by now, but I haven't. Let's see. It's like these kids are punished and have to clean a room, but find a video game and get transported into it. Huh. Interesting. I don't know. I don't know what that would be. You love this. Awesome. Forrest Run. That I know. This stream is like a box of chocolates. You never know what you're gonna get. I'm glad that you love this though, Jackie. That's something. I mean, I always like to hear from you guys, just in general. It doesn't even have to be this sort of stuff. If I'm playing games or anything, I love to hear what you think of it. If you have any sort of comments about, you know, all right, I thought this was cool. I would like to see more of this sort of stuff. And, you know, just because I see it doesn't mean I'm necessarily going to do that because it's impossible to do everything. But getting that feedback is very helpful because if there's something that I was thinking about already and somebody says, yeah, I think you should do this, it would be really cool. And I'm like, you know, I was thinking about that anyway. So now that somebody else is saying that too, or a few people are saying that, all right, man, maybe I will do it then instead of just thinking about doing it. Those kinds of movies are my favorite. You are on Twitter, are you not? Or am I confusing you with somebody else now? Because I believe that you are someone on Twitter that I am thinking of. And if I'm wrong on that, then my apologies, because I am actually trying to remember. But yeah, no, outside of that, it's it's been kind of crazy around here lately, and the wedding definitely definitely is kind of compressing everything. We got that, and that's gonna keep me busy. It's on 7 Days to Die. Yes, 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 yes. Okay, the most recent one, right? The one with Kira plays. That I oh, okay. I think I remember now. Jumanji. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. They called Welcome to the Jungle. It's really just Jumanji though. Everybody knows it's Jumanji. there's really no question about that. You went into a room, you found a board game, you got sucked into it. You're playing Jumanji. it's it's not any that you can't play a knockoff Jumanji. Yeah. Okay. Yep. Yeah. So yeah, I definitely do remember you then. Also, so you are actually kind of fresh to the channel. Good to have you back. It's really rewarding. This is one of those things that I can't. I found that I couldn't really understand until I started running a channel, and that is that when you see people coming back multiple times and they start coming back regularly, that is really a really rewarding experience where like you'll be like, oh okay, yeah, I've seen that name around a few times now, and they apparently think that this is they're having a good enough time that they want to keep coming back. So I mean, that's awesome, and that's really when you start to see the bonds of the community starting to form, because you could have thousands of subscribers, it wouldn't really, or followers if you're on Twitch, it wouldn't really matter if you don't have the people that come back regularly and interact with each other and with you and help to build that community with you, because otherwise it's just a bunch of numbers. And that this sort of thing, that's actually why I've been having a blast tonight. I hope you guys have as well. But that is why I love this stuff, because you really get to interact with each other a little bit more than maybe normal, and we get to kind of just talk about stories and talk about what's on our mind and preferences and Q&A stuff and updates and what's coming up and all that stuff, and kind of build it into the what is this community about, and let's kind of continue to strengthen that and build that up. Let's see. I met Mark. I saw Mark's panel at PAX East, but I haven't met Mark personally. Love to see Jack. Yeah, I was so close to Jack, but I was not able to meet him. I did meet Wade though. They were going out to lunch actually, with significant others in tow. Let's see. From start, Jack was my favorite. Liam and I found Jack first. Oh, you met Jack first? All the way. Mark does seem like a really awesome guy, and that is some way that I definitely want to meet at some point. Kill the fly. Can't kill this fly. It's fearless. Back in it. Get out of here. I swear. I don't make me. So close to Jack. Yeah, so that makes two of us then. But yeah, Mark is somebody. Actually, I heard a funny story from Brian about when he met Mark, and he told this on his channel, on his Twitch channel, when he was doing his random night streams. And it was funny because he was talking about how he met Mark, and Mark's just like, hi, I'm Mark, and going to like shake his hand, and he's like, well, I'm a real big fan. Mark's like, All right, cool. So that's kind of, I was just like, if I meet Mark, I'm gonna be like, don't do that, please. Like, just whatever you do, don't go that route. Like, someone else has made that mistake. Don't repeat it. Learn from this and prepare for it. Oh, but yeah, no, I could definitely see myself doing that too, though, and just being like, no, why did I just embarrassed myself so much. Let's see. Oh, join the community and found Jack. Oh, I gotcha. I gotcha. 269 days. Is that how far off it is? Wow. So that means tickets actually will probably go on sale probably about 3 months for PAX East. Again, how's that coming, by the way, Em? Meet instead of set. Oh, okay. I gotcha. I gotcha now, Jackie. Uh, pick up. Oh, you have a picture of me, Mark. You and Mark. Oh, that's so cool. Man, yeah, I have one of on my Twitter actually. I have one of Brian. I have one with Brian. I have one with Ethan, and I have one with Wade. So actually, I have a couple with Brian. Now that I think about it, Brian and Morgan are in one. That's the most recent one. I think that's pinned actually to my Twitter right now. Well, meet me too. Aw, I would love to meet you guys. I always love meeting people. I think that that's really, really cool. M can attest to that one actually. I would totally be down for meeting all of you. That would be so cool. Hit the point of me throwing a card across the room, getting the screen with it. Wow, and throwing earbuds at. Yeah, that thing needed to go. Don't go to school. Hey, you know what? I mean, it's not. It's not something that I can judge for anyway, because everybody's got their own situation, their own, whether, some people maybe don't want to go, some people maybe can't go. And it's not about, I mean, is going to school useful? Probably, but that doesn't mean that you should feel bad if you can't or don't in high school at the moment. Yeah, that's, oh man, I remember high school. Let's see. So this, well, actually last year would have been my 10-year reunion for that. Oof, man, that really puts things in perspective. I love this channel. Oh, thank you. You know, millions of you, the crowd. Like, I was here since 200. I mean, like, stop lying. Oh, but I'll actually, if it ever comes up, and I mean, I imagine that we would probably meet before that would ever happen anyway, if it ever came to pass. And then I'd be like, actually, she was. I was there. I remember. And people will start being jealous instead. Which hopefully they're not. I know Ethan just went through that with his community recently of some people being jealous of people meeting him and stuff like that, and getting some hate comments and stuff like that. That's not cool. So hopefully that doesn't happen. But if it does, then hopefully we can kind of, and that's where I count on you guys also, because the people who are here, especially early on, can kind of set the tone. And when other people start to get a little out of hand with, maybe so, if somebody was like, oh, I'm so jealous, then you'd be like, all right, listen, like, I get it that you're excited about it, but you don't need to wish ill upon this person. Just hope that you can get to do it too someday. It's cool. It's fine. Whether it's likely or not, you can try and work it out at some point if that's what you want to do. But don't start hating on somebody for it. Tell me to visit Denmark for some reason. I mean, eventually I'd like to. I've been to Europe a couple of times. I'd like to go back again, and I've never been to Denmark, so maybe I'll talk to Jillian. I'll see where she wants to go at some point. Well, he may not. I'm probably going there sometime. Oh, cool. You two discuss amongst yourselves. No, that's really awesome. Let me catch up on YouTube now. Here's since potato. uh, oh, and I missed what did I miss? Gives really good hugs. Oh, thank you. It all going on in the school year. Yeah. Yeah, I hear that. And that is tough also. There's a lot of stuff that goes on during the school year, and usually it falls into this position of like, all right, I need to like either hope it falls on vacation or try and convince my parents to let me take some time, or if you're in a position like college or something where you'd be like, maybe I just won't, I'll take one of my days, my absent days, and just not go that day so I can extend the weekend and go to PAX. Let's see. What else did I miss? I feel like I missed some things. Really enjoying the work. Oh, you do. You do love the small children. That's awesome. I'm glad to hear that, Em. I missed that before. In person would definitely be great. Good hugs. Thank you, Em. Yeah, I love a good hug. Give good hugs as well. Double the good hugs. Oh no. Yeah, that was a good hug though. We enjoyed that one. We got to meet twice actually. It was back-to-back days though. Let's see. Aw. Yeah, no, I'm with you on the hugs. We'll have a nice little hug get together. Opening the crowd because I hate crowds. Fair enough. Yeah, if there was a crowd gathering around because I was there, I would be very surprised. Boneless pizza, yeah, hey. I'm sorry I missed all that. I'm trying to figure out where everything is, and every time messages come in, it's like, no, man, we're going to scroll to the bottom, so you have to try and find where you were before. Let's see. Chance Media got 550k subs. Ooh, wow, that's a pretty nice channel. What's the name of that channel, by the way, if you don't mind me asking? Look past that, thinking twice. Yeah, I mean, I was excited to meet Ethan and Brian, and I got to Jack's panel. I did not make it into his signing. I was excited to meet Wade, but I mean, when it really comes down to it, everybody, they're all people also. So, it depends on where you're at as far as, I mean, there are going to be some people who are super excited, and there are going to be some people who will be like, but they're still a person really deep down. So, I mean, it'd be cool to meet them, but let's see, freshman, no worries on that. You're coming along. Freshman in high school, was it? Center, because I'm trying to keep everybody straight. I apologize. What was it? But have I ever what now? I missed that one, Wax Nick. Sorry. You stupid name. Be a junior. All right, this thing is scrolling so much. Hey, Blazin, how are you? I'm sorry, chat is scrolling so much. I'm trying to find where I was at, and I feel like I'm missing things. I'll be a junior. Okay, got that one. Hope by the time I get to meet you, check. I'll have to go by myself, and so my parents are going to stand there. Check from this person. Yeah, that was kind of. I feel like that happens with a lot of people, but that's okay. I mean, I'm sure that you'll have that opportunity at some point. Let's see. I have cow. I don't like hugs. Hey, if you don't want a hug, then I'm not gonna force a hug upon you. But if you give any indication that you would like a hug, then a hug is coming. I can promise you that. I have a cow. You have a cow. Interesting. His name is Jeff. Tell me more about this cow. You missed New York City. It was hot then. I remember that. But yeah, I feel like when you're there, it gets a bit overwhelming, and then by the time you're gone, then you might be like, oh, I kind of miss being there. There were some cool things. I have chickens in my backyard. Ooh. And you live in a city? Wow, that's interesting. Huh. That's fascinating. how do you have room in a city for chickens? Such a coincidence that Shelly just happened to meet you. Like, no big deal. Yeah, she ran. I ran into her waiting for the Ethan autograph signing, and she was with a group of like 12 or 14 other people. And yeah, I got to meet a bunch of people that day. That was pretty cool actually. Live in the country and neighbors have chickens, a farm, 2 acres behind me. Ooh, wow. Man, see, I'm more of a suburban to rural than urban kind of guy. I don't like the hustle and bustle of the city. So that stuff I'm like, ooh, that's fascinating. I love green space. I love to have greenery. Family member was a streamer about your size. Oh, you do? Interesting. What sort of stuff do they stream? Miss riding my bike in the neighborhood. A talking mark. So yeah, I could see how that could happen pretty easily, Cinerex. Need a specific theme I can't stand. Oh, chat scroller initiate. I have finally managed to get caught up enough that I can see even with the scroll. What theme was it though, Whack a Snake? I'm back. Had a panic attack. What happened, Sarah? You okay? What's going on? I feel like by the time I meet Jack, I'll have like a box full of gifts and art. Yeah, there were so many people who, for all of them, like Ethan and Jack and Mark, they're like, I got all of these things and I just want to come up and give them to you. And he's always like, I'm really not supposed to do that though. You can, there's a box you could put it in. I thank you. Cow Jeff, what? Yes, I have a cow watching my channel. It's like cowception in here now. Let's see. Love the city. Let's see. Amusingly. Backyard. Amusingly. Oh wait, what was that about backyard? Oh okay, I gotcha. Mostly business area. C2. Wow. Don't like the theme enough. Yeah, fair enough. I guess there's some kind of that. Have to. I mean, I don't know exactly. I would normally when my head hurts, which doesn't have to do with the nerves aspect of this, but normally when my head hurts, it's either because I'm tired, because I'm dehydrated. Primarily, it's usually one of those two. So usually those are the two things I try and remedy or figure out what I need to remedy. But if it's nerves, then I mean, really the best I can suggest at that point is just to try and take some deep breaths and slow down a little bit and just try and relax and put things out of your mind for a little while. And then you can always tackle it a little bit later when things have calmed down a little bit. Smart, you know, I scream at death. Oh, man. I know that I'm missing stuff on Twitch, and I will catch up on that as soon as I hit the bottom of YouTube. I'm sorry. Also known as mod for a stream. I can't watch because of the theme. That's actually kind of interesting. I mean, it sounds like you wish that the theme was different. Otherwise, you would be there more, be a mod more. You have cowboy tweet about like my cow. Yay, the cow is coming to watch the cowbell. That's really funny to me. Can you just imagine that so, a remix of it? Oh, I actually feel inspired to make that now. I'd love to see it, actually. Mom's friend's baby was dropped off at my neighbor's. At our place. Interesting. What, how? I mean, the friend should have asked your mom if it was okay. And if it's not, then don't leave the child there. The child, I feel like it's more important to make sure that the child's okay than to be like, well, I don't care if you actually are okay with this because I'm leaving my kid here anyway. Bye. Even if she left the child next door and then the neighbor brought the child over, that shouldn't have happened either. The neighbor shouldn't have just been like, oh, well, you're friends. That's not cool. But try and just slow everything down a little bit and just be like, all right, it happened. Let's just take a step back and see what we can do to remedy that or fix it, or hopefully it'll just be done soon. Let's see. What else? I don't know. Oh, so all I can do is fair enough. But yeah, laughing it out would probably be a problem. I don't know how laughing your ass out would feel, but I can't imagine that would be good. Okay. Now let me just jump over to Twitch for a second. Keisha figurine. I mean, I have Triangle Street Tea. I'm sorry that I missed that way before. That was 5 minutes ago. My apologies. I do not have that though. I've got a Mega Man Proto Man, and then I've got Tiny Box Tim over here, but that's all I've got as far as figurines go. So I am sorry that took me so long to get back to you. And actually, if you're not here, I'm probably gonna whisper and just let you know about that, because I don't want you to think that I ignored you. I hate giving that impression that I ignored people's comments and stuff, and I just try to make sure that everybody knows that I do care and that I'm trying to read and catch up and actually address everything, even if it's hard to do. Whisper, whisper, whisper. Citrus has cow in his name. Oh no, so much cow. All the cow. There was too much cow. Be here if every stream if I was a mod. I believe that. I do believe that, Blazin. You know, the thing is though, I don't really have a need for more mods at this point, and that's why I didn't really go about putting any new mods in. Let's see. Parents weren't home. Wait, your parents weren't home and they dropped the kid off? No, that's not okay. That's just being irresponsible. Why would you do that? Wouldn't leave if I said that. You ignore. Ugh. Great. That sounds great. And the neighbor has 2 kids and they're like, nah, we're just gonna drop this kid here. It's not our kid. We don't care. Profile picture. Aw. I still need to look at some profile pictures later. I remember that. I remember that I need to look at them. I'm gonna have to send you some pictures. Yeah, definitely, Jackie. Yeah, absolutely. My name is Jeff. Jeff is gonna be the name. That's gonna be the name apparently for the channel, I guess. I'll be a little bit. I feel like that falls under. Well, Doge isn't here right now, but Flora can definitely attest. I know Flora knows Doge, or has been here a lot for when Doge was here. But that's kind of like how Doge would go about it. Grammar. Oh no, not the grammar. We need some grammar police on this case. Somebody's got to crack the case. Oh man, let me scroll that entire. I have like a Restream chat client that tries to compile everything and it lags a little bit. So it tries to compile YouTube and Twitch chat, but because it lags and it misses some stuff, I find myself trying to go to my other sources. So I have the 2 bots open with the chat windows. So I try and look at that, and then I'm like looking between the 2 of them and missing stuff from one, going to the other, and I'm like, ah. So it ends up screwing me up a little bit on timing anyway. But at least I know I see everything then, or I should see everything. Because I believe with that other one, there were some messages in the past that just didn't make it. And I was like, well, that's no good. I need to be able to see them if I'm going to answer. Let's see. It's already short. It's okay, fine. Yeah, no, I definitely want to see the art. I love seeing art. I am not talented when it comes to drawing, so seeing other people do art is something I think is really cool. I have a lot of respect for people who do that. Grammar Nazi. What would that fall? Do you think that the scriptwriter for Springtime for Hitler, if you know what that reference is about, that's an old reference actually, although they remade it, now that I think about it. Claims 20 more minutes. It goes for like 40. Yeah, that sounds... Yep, there it is. I knew it was going to be something like that. By the way, that happens to me all the time. I'm trying to get better about that and trying to get better about starting on time. I know my time frames are not the best, and I appreciate you guys for still making your way here, even though I'll be like, yeah, 8 to 8:30, and I start like 8:45, or I'll be like, yeah, I'm gonna be on. I'll be on in a little while, and then I'll have technical issues, and I'll be like, well, now that's an hour later, and I was already gonna be 20 minutes late to begin with. But I do need to get better at that, and I do really appreciate you guys being so patient. 5 more minutes. I probably will at this point. It's a complete puzzle freak. Hey, puzzles. I think puzzles are pretty cool. I don't have really many puzzles, but I think that they're pretty fun, especially like the ones I prefer the ones that force you to think. Like I used to love doing Sudoku, or however you pronounce it, because I'm a big math guy. So for me, the numbers just all kind of wrap together. I was like, oh, this is really cool. This is my kind of puzzle. Jigsaw and stuff like that I think are really cool too. Stuff like crosswords I tend to not enjoy quite as much. But yeah, I mean the I know you have the Jigsaw ones, and it's pretty cool just thinking about like the picture that you put together and how all these pieces all fit together and all that. It's pretty. It ends up creating pretty nice. I can imagine with you also just having like all of these side by side and just being like, I just put together like 20 of these things, and now you have this like kind of like eclectic kind of collection that you could piece together in some way, maybe make a piece of art out of that somehow. I think that'd be cool. Let's see. You should play Antichamber. Yeah, I forgot about Antichamber. That's right. I hope it wasn't on sale, or I kind of hope it was on sale, because then it might go on sale again. Flora. I forgot about Antichamber. I'm kind of annoyed now. Biggest donation as far as to support the channel, to support charity. Just which one were you asking about, Wax Snake? When I was typing the word suggestion thing, was like joke, master, idiot. None of these are the words I want. All of these things are lies and slander. But as far as, actually, the number's probably the same. I believe the number would be, I believe the number is $20. And that, well, sorry, I just saw the YouTube chat. Lies and slander. No, I just use that to make fun of. I feel like it's like an old timey type of approach for me, where I'll just be like lies and slander, and I'll be like, "Rrr." So I'm always kind of joking around with that. But it probably would have been $20, and that probably would have been the $20 for charity, and I'm pretty sure someone donated $20 to the channel also. If not, then 10 may have been the high, but I need to look back. It's been a while now. And no, that's not me complaining about it, just clarifying why I can't remember specifically. Sure, my Steam comments. I don't have many of them. And they're probably very, very old. One comment about which one? Because I could probably pull up my stuff. And I just need to know like a date or some sort of reference. Are you talking about the comments on my account? Because that's where things will start to get interesting. January 24th. Yeah, no, I don't actually know what that was about. That was kind of out of the blue. But it is somebody that's in the community here. And I think it may have been, I think it may have been some sort of reference to something, but it was definitely just posted randomly and was never referenced again after that. So I don't actually know what that's from, but I assume it was like taking some sort of speech from a movie and tweaking it or something like that. or just going off on a rant and being like, yeah, no, we're just gonna have fun with this. But I believe that is the person that does like to troll from time to time anyway. So it could be that as well. Oh man, the rhymes are real, and it is 11. You're right about that, which means I'll need to wrap up soon. But yeah, that's the story with that comment, at least. But yeah, I'll run things for a few more minutes. I'll leave loots open until 11:15, and then I'm going to wrap things up then. As long as it doesn't go. Oh God. Oh Jackie. Is ramen counting as art? You know what? Jillian really likes ramen, so maybe. I mean, not that has to do with whether it qualifies as art per se, but she'd probably like it, so we'll go with that. Oh yeah, yeah. Was that I'm trying to remember. What game was I playing for that? You're gonna have to help me out on that one. I don't remember what game that was from. Where we had said that. Man, that's gonna bother me now. A few more hours. No, I actually do have work in the morning. And yeah, I mean already, even if I fell asleep like at the computer desk right here, right now, I'd be getting less than 6.5 hours of sleep. So, yeah, no, that's never a good thing, which is why I'll wrap up in a few minutes. Is Rocket League? Oh, Rocket League. Was that the charity stream? Because that was a pretty long one, and that would also explain why I forgot it. But I did that one with Shelby also. Partially with Shelby, rather. And I think I did Rocket League another time after that. I don't get the references. Yeah, that may need to be clipped at some point. If anybody, or Jackie, if you want to find the timestamp on that later, if you know which video it was, and send it to Whack-A-Snake, then that, or put it up in Discord, over in my Discord, Whack-A-Snake, that may be the best way to get it. Not that one. Okay, so it was a different one. Yeah, it was probably the I only played Rocket League I think twice, so it should be the other Rocket League video then. Picture froze. No picture froze. You can still hear me though, Sarah? Hollow Knight seems to not hit Shaymore for you. Awesome. All right, cool. So I'll definitely want to check that out in the future. Maybe some of you want to play a game together. Yeah, I could get behind that. What game did you have in mind? I mean, we can always discuss that in the future though. And I feel like at some point when I start doing like Patreon, because I started saying that up, but I stopped doing that with everything else going on. I do want to at some point do like I know Bob does it too. He does a stream with patrons. He does one with subs also, and I want to start doing some stuff like that. I want to do a night during the month, every month, for patrons to game with them. Yeah, you could communicate with Discord. That's true. Xbox Hunter Dude, hey, what's up? Welcome to the stream. You're new here, yes? Or have you been here once before? I believe you're new here. Should get FA. Yeah. I'll need to take a look at that. Oh, 75% off on the summer sale. Well, you know what? Then I could always wait for the next sale on it. Because I have plenty of games. Plenty of games to keep me busy. No clue how to edit. How to edit what now, Jackie? You are new. Awesome. Well, welcome. Sorry that you're coming towards it. Yeah, Whack-A-Snake is talking about right now. Sorry that you're coming towards the end. We're just hanging out today. We're not playing any games. I was thinking about games. I was like, no, not really feeling this one. This one, not really. Maybe I'll just hang out and chat with you guys for a little bit and get to talk to you about everything that's going on, see what's going on with you guys. But yeah, so I actually will wrap up in the near-ish future. Jeff the Cow! Hey! Oh, Jeff is here. Man, how are you doing, Jeff? Wow, you can type really well for a cow. Know how in Market Jack Cloud they scans. Oh, okay, I got you now. Yeah, I mean that would be fun too. I know you were saying you don't know how you would do that though, but we could always talk and see. We could feel that out, see if we can come up with something. You're not waiting a year. No. I mean, usually that sort of stuff goes on the winter sale also, and sometimes before then. So I feel like 6 months or probably 5 months maybe, because it'll probably be around Christmas-ish. 5 months I think would be I could do because there's enough other stuff that I could keep busy with. But yeah, welcome Hunter. I think I said that before, but how are you doing? Smart cow, best cow was 80% off. Yeah. Well, the good news, Flora, is that means that it'll go on sale again. So now I just need to keep a closer eye on that. And if you happen to see it on sale again, let me know, Flora. And same goes for you, Wagon Snake, with Supreme Commander FA. Let's see. Oh, really? Like a smartphone? Smartphone kind of smart, but a cow. Yeah, you know. Calvin. Oh my. You doing well? Awesome. Glad to hear that. It's normally what the sort of stuff you can expect. In case you're wondering, the sort of stuff that we do here. Normally is a lot of live streams. I do a number of charity live streams, typically once a month. I've just been very busy the past couple. Oh, thanks for the follow, by the way. We do a lot of streams though. I'm starting to try and feel out recording and editing a little bit, but that'll probably pick up a little bit more in at least 2 weeks from now, because I've got my brother's wedding coming up. I was in Texas recently. I live in New York. So we've been very busy lately around here. So that's something right now. I've just kind of been sticking to my Tuesday, Thursday stream schedule. Thursday I do on the Teams channel, the Streamers Connected channel, but I will host it on Twitch, so you'll be able to find me on Thursday also. And I start that at 8 p.m. Let's see. Painters coming at 8 up. Well, at least they're painting, I guess. Move. Jeff, you ate my house. No, not my poor house. Where will I live now? Been here the entire time. Oh, man. You guys are funny, let me tell you. But yeah, that's some of the stuff that you can expect. I try to do some vlogs and stuff like that. I want to start to branch out into other things as well, other than just games. I mean, I enjoy games a lot. I have a lot of fun with them. That's what the channel started with. But I do want to do other things as well. I don't want to just be gaming all the time only, and that's it. Do I play Overwatch? I do, actually. I have it for PC. Technically, I have it for Xbox One as well, but my live subscription is actually expiring at the end of the month, and I don't really play on Xbox enough to renew it, so I don't expect that I will. But I do play Overwatch from time to time, yep. I think the last time I played was actually when they had the single-player event, where it was Tracer's first mission. I think that was the last time I played. Cats or dogs? For me, Alicia, it would be dogs. And that is decided more by my body than by anything else, because I am actually allergic to cats. So I have to be careful with them. Cats or dogs? Cows. Silly Jeff, cows aren't dogs or cats. I think it'd be easier to do live streams. You don't have to edit it, and yeah, you could just upload it unedited videos. Wouldn't that make it? Yeah, and that's one of the things I want to start getting into editing though, and learning about that stuff, because I think that I could, add more to the experience with certain things. And I think certain games in particular are better suited for recorded videos as opposed to live streams. I felt that Undertale, I probably would have been better off recording. I think that there's a game that I started recently that I think you guys will enjoy, but I definitely want to hear what you think of it once I get that video up. That one I don't believe would do well in a live stream environment either. So there's certain games that just work better in a recorded setting, and that's one thing I want to start to work on. Thought you had... You sure didn't... Oh, no. Is this songs again? Songs from Crypt of the Necrodancer, maybe? Shouldn't... Oh, God. Thank you, though. Thanks for that, Lutz Flora. Let's see. Jeff, go play with Marty. Marty is a horse. Let's see. Like Undertale. Yeah, exactly. Cat is begging for attention. I mean, I can say hi to your cat, but I don't think your cat's gonna care. I feel like cat will be like, "Can you do things for me, or scratch my head?" No, you can't feed me either. I mean, I guess if I have to say hi to you, I can. But you're really just wasting my time. Moo you. Are you trying to meow Jeff the cow? Jeff the cow. I feel like that's a cartoon. We can make a cartoon out of that, actually, like a children's cartoon. Let's see it. Christmas hat in the background. Do you like it? It is actually sewn on. It is part of Tiny Box Tim right here. There it is. It was when Mark and company were doing their December charity live stream. They were doing it for Toys for Tots, and they were raising money with those guys right over there. So any of the money that they made, the proceeds from those all went to Toys for Tots. Cat is the queen of the house anyway. I feel like that's most cats, actually, Alicia, to be honest. Because we'll watch anything. Cat named Meow. I can't pronounce it. Awing intensifies. Man, look out. It's intensified. We just ratcheted it up to 11 in here. Let's see, what did I miss? I love bats. Oh yeah, that's right. I did miss that. I knew that already, Flora. Bats, I think, are cool. Bats can be really cute. I've seen a couple of videos, but I don't know if I would want one necessarily. Not sure. New character coming to Overwatch. Ooh, what character are they rolling out, Hunter? Assuming that you don't mind me calling you that. Horror's better in streams. The lights out. You know, there's been a little bit of demand for horror games, and it's not normally my thing, but if enough people wanted it, I might consider trying it and freaking myself out. Maybe. You guys can let me know what you think about that in the comments. I wish there was a way to do that on Twitch also, but YouTube and Twitter are probably the best ways. Let's see. If you have a choice between cats and dogs, pick a fox. It's even better, a flying fox or a fruit bat. I'm not familiar with flying foxes, but fruit bats can be cute. I know that. Cats are smart enough to know that people are not worth the time. Yeah, pretty much. Do you have a dog? I do not. Oh, they have Doomfist out. Oh, that's awesome. I don't have a dog, but I want to have a dog. The reason I don't is because my dad, right, I live on the first floor of my parents' house, so they're upstairs. My dad is allergic to dogs. So between the two of us, basically all of the common household pets are not allowed in here. So that's how that went down. Uh, Tank Mimi intensifies. Cat's name is Potato. Your cat's name is Potato. That's so cute. Oh, that reminds me of a friend of mine was playing, I think it was ArcAge, and they had a horse that they named Potato, and they were just rolling out Pegasi. So she started calling her new Pegasus that she was going to have Potetigus. And it's like, oh my god, what is wrong with you? But we would always chuckle about that too. Thank Mimi intensifies. Love bats. Yeah, that's right. You do love bats. You, Flora, you should talk to Jackie about bats. You two would both appreciate. You could talk about your appreciation for bats. The Muffin Army is here. Muffin Squad's back. Bailey is the best. Yeah, that's right. Bailey the Bat. I remember. It'd be cool to actually have an intelligent speaking pet companion. Watch cows out. All right. Thanks, Jeff. Thanks for coming by. Forest Science is not that far. Actually, it's probably for the best. Say Trail for the Planet of the Apes. I haven't. I haven't seen that. Yes. Wax Snake is right, though. Doomfist sounds awesome. I'll need to check that out at some point. DJ. Hey, sorry that I just saw those messages right now. I hope that I didn't miss you. Oh, God. Oh, man. Well, thank you guys for coming by. Do I like anime? I enjoy it somewhat, but I don't usually watch it much, if that helps. Like, one I actually really liked was Valkyria Chronicles, and they only had like the season or two of that, sadly, but the games are really cool. I'm going to catch up on YouTube real quick up to whatever has been said so far, and then it is time for me to wrap things up because I need to get up for work in 5 hours, or 6 hours, I'm sorry. So let me just catch up real quick. Mouse's name is Miko. Oh no, not Miko. Best friend is Unicorn. Vampire and a unicorn. Such a pair. Who knew? I have a friend that's a tree. I love branches. Google Earth is on Steam. That's weird. But that, I think I am caught up now. Sorry that I just kind of ran through that. I really do actually have to go because I'm notoriously bad at ending these, but I need to actually make sure that I go to bed because otherwise we start running into what we talked about before, which is that I will keep going, I'll be exhausted, and then Thursday will roll around, and eventually, if it is bad enough, either I won't have the energy and you won't get as high of a quality stream or as high quality content as I'd like to put out, or it'll be bad enough that I'll be like, I can't even make it. I am exhausted. I am done right now. I'll see you guys next time. So that is something I'd like to avoid, not to mention the other repercussions with work or just daily life in general and relationships and stuff like that. So I am going to actually go to sleep. But I really do appreciate you all coming out. I appreciate you having fun and staying and chatting for so long, talking to me about all of the things. We did have quite a bit of conversation tonight, and that was great. But on top of that, thank you guys for 300 subscribers. That's amazing to me. I still can't believe that. But if you enjoy this sort of stuff, you want to see more of the Hangout Q&A sort of style, let me know in the comments below over on YouTube, or if you're on Twitch. I suppose if you're not on YouTube, the best way would probably be through Twitter, or you could maybe send whispers on Twitch or something like that, and leave me some messages, something along those lines. Let me know if this is the sort of stuff that you guys want to see more of. And if you would consider following or subscribing if you want to see more of my other videos, whether it's the gaming videos, this sort of stuff, the charity live streams. We'd love to have you join the community. I always love to have new people joining and getting on board with the sort of stuff that we represent here and the sort of camaraderie that we have. And please consider sharing it with others if you think that you know somebody that would enjoy this sort of thing. But all that being said, thank you so much for everything that you guys do and everything that you did tonight as well. And I look forward to seeing you on Thursday. I'll be streaming at 8 o'clock is the target on the Streamers Connected channel. But I'll stream here first for 5-10 minutes just to pass along the stream info. So you can just touch base with the YouTube channel if you're over there. Twitch, I'm going to be going live and then hosting it anyway, so you can get at it that way. And you can find out where I'm going to be for 8 to 11 on Thursday, Eastern Standard, or Eastern Daylight Savings Time, I suppose you would say. And that is all she wrote. So thank you all again so much for everything. Thanks for the subscriptions, the follows, the loots, the community environment, the chat, and all of that. But it is time for me to run. So thanks again, and I will talk to you all throughout the week and on the stream for Thursday. Have a great night, everybody. See you later.